What's the name of the? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Bulldog Television Network. This evening we are in Mount Dora, Florida at Bulldog Stadium. The Bulldogs tonight are hosting the Panthers from John Paul II Catholic High School of Tallahassee, Florida. In just a moment, we're going to have our national anthem and a prayer, and then we'll get back with you on some of the particulars of tonight's game. to have you with us this evening. This is our second attempt at live football from Bulldog Stadium. Alongside me this evening is Trent Payne, and between the two of us, we're going to try to keep you up with what's going on out on the field. The homestanding Bulldogs have taken the field. Just a moment, we'll see the captains, and we'll see how this game is going to start. The Panthers have come all the way today from Tallahassee, Florida, which is about 215 miles from here, so they've had quite a travel day, and we are glad that they have decided to come our way. We appreciate them coming all this way, and we know that some of them back home in Tallahassee are trying to watch this game this evening, and we appreciate them. We have captains on the field. Joseph Aline, Davis Brown, Daniel Johnson have gone out for the homestanding Bulldogs. And for the visiting Panthers, number 71, Henry Parada is out there, along with number 6, Chet Iwagawa is out on the field. And the officials are about to toss the coin. We'll see how this is going to go. We could not put on a program like this without sponsors such as BTW, Chick-fil-A, Comcast Xfinity, Cupcake Delights, DG Promotions, Far From Ordinary Graphic Design, High Five, Partner Marketing, Sports Frenzy, and Zones Incorporated. These are our sponsors this evening, and we appreciate them being with us. This game is being broadcast under the auspices of the FHSAA and Play on Sports. Panthers have deferred to the second half. I believe they're going to kick off to begin the ball game. I could be wrong.
I think you're right there, Kerry.
All right, we'll find out here in a minute. And what a difference 2 weeks makes. 2 weeks ago, the sun was still over the top of the trees when we tried to begin the game, and shining right in our eyes, and we use that as an excuse. We'll have to think of some other excuse.
And it's a little bit more overcast this evening.
Overcast, but the sun is just about down over the trees. We've had rain today, but hopefully that threat is past, although we've already been jinxed concerning the rain by our tech person back here, Lauren. But she's not paying attention.
No, I don't think she is.
So we're good. We're good. Here we are, ready for the kickoff. Number 51 is teeing it up. That's A.J. Birch for the Panthers. Back deep for the Bulldogs, we have number 3, Caleb Parrish, and also number 1, Joseph Aline. We're just about ready to play ball. It's about 3 minutes after 7, so we're in good time. That kick, I believe, went the requisite 10 yards.
Yeah, it sure did. Looks like Eric Harrison picked it up.
And thank goodness, because if the Panthers would have fallen on that, it would have been their ball, 1st and 10. So Eric Harrison for the Bulldogs picks up the ball.
Well, shout out to the offensive line for getting that one.
That's going to put us first down at about the 44-yard line. And we'll see how the offense is going to come out. Looks like the Panthers are going to line up with 3 linemen, and they are packing it in at the line. First play out of the backfield was from number 5, Christian Stone. He was attempting that pass out to Joseph Aline. It was overthrown, so we will go 2nd and 10, still from the 44-yard line.
Yeah, I think that one sailed on him just a little bit, caught him off guard.
He's probably a little nervous to get started.
Early game jitters.
Joseph was wide open because if you'll notice, well, I don't know if they'll do it again, but boy, they had that line of scrimmage packed, and they're doing it again on this play.
They're linking the same thing again.
Yep, pass intended this time for Caleb Parrish, incomplete. Flag on the play. We'll see how that turns out. And that is illegal motion charged against the Bulldogs, so that, I believe, they're going to talk about it. Either accept it. It'll be a 5-yard penalty if they accept it, and the down will be over. If not, they declined it. They would rather take the ball. Still at the line of scrimmage, 3rd and 10. So
it'll be 3rd down and 10 from the 44.
We'll see if the Bulldogs can get anything going here. The Panther defense hasn't really had to do anything yet.
Looks like they're looking for the same guy again.
Yep, looking right across the middle to number 3, Caleb Parrish. He was open for just a moment, but the pass was incomplete, and so it brings up 4th down. Panthers are going to put 2 men back deep for the punt return. Number 6 is Chet Uwagawa, and also number
Tracy back to return for the Panthers.
Number 11, Frank Tracy. So they're back deep.
Pulling
we
a fake
decide
here.
Not to punt it.
Yeah, looks
Pass
like he's going to get it.
To number 8, and that is Chad Simmons. Only a 10th grader. Chad takes it ahead for the 1st down. So Panthers were expecting punt. I was expecting punt because I was looking down there, and everything happened over here. So hopefully our camera people were on the ball, and you at home got to see that. That brings up 1st down. Bulldogs are now well into Panther territory at the 40-yard line.
Looks like Jordan McPherson's in motion now.
Yep, and Stone decides to keep it and takes it up the middle for about 6.
Looks like Chet Iwagawa on the tackle for the Panthers.
Number 6 for the Panthers. So we made quite a bit of ground up on that. And they put it back a little further than I thought. I guess he slid there a little bit, so picked up 4 on that play. Stone with the ball, and if that's a live ball, and it appears to be, that's going to go in the books as...
Looks like A.J. Birch, number 51 for the Panthers, got the recovery.
Yep, and that goes in the books as a fumble, and Birch gets that ball. I mean, that thing popped up in the air 8 or 10 feet. The Bulldogs, I noticed some were standing around wondering where the ball was. They thought Christian still had it.
Mr. Birch there, I think he found himself a pleasant surprise.
Yep. Well, Panthers, it's going to be our first time to see them on offense. We'll see how they line up. And it's the shotgun formation. Pass from Moyle is over the head of the intended receiver. Uagawa. Incomplete.
Pass from number 14.
Looks like
Marshall
both of the
Lloyd.
quarterbacks are a little jittery to start the game tonight.
For number 6, Chet Iwagawa.
Hey, you and I are a little jittery
I
to
know.
start the game. Help, it's 2nd and 10. Moyle has a man in the backfield with him this time for a little more protection. He's going deep. Pass intended for number 85, Brandon Mizurshuri. And that was incomplete as defending.
Dylan Roca there had him pretty well covered.
Yes, Dylan was right there with him.
We also have a roughing the passer on the Bulldogs.
And that's not good. I just see they picked the flag up, roughing the passer on the Bulldogs. And that will make a first down. So Panthers get a first down off that 15-yard penalty.
After the penalty, ball will be placed on the 39-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10.
Looks like we're starting to get a few sprinkles out here.
Not too bad yet. And that handoff does go to number 22, Stephon Thomas, and he rambles up the middle. And I believe he is.
It looks like we had a little bit of a gang tackle there. Caleb Parrish and Austin Warren were involved in that one.
But not before.
He went about 10 yards.
Yeah, he went exactly 10 yards.
Thomas on the carry. It'll be an 18-yard gain. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 28.
Thomas is deep in the backfield this time. Ooh, that was a high snap. He gives it back to Thomas, and he still picks up 4 or 5 yards before Bulldogs could handle him. We'll give that tackle to McPherson for the Bulldogs. Another one of our sophomore varsity players. Panthers are making their way into Bulldog territory here. 2nd down.
It's been a very impressive drive so far for the Panthers.
And here's a high pass.
Nice coverage there by Devin Simmons.
Devin Simmons gets his hand up.
Number 7, Devin Simmons on the breakup.
That pass was intended, I believe, for number.
It'll be 3rd down and 6 for the Panthers.
Looks like it was
Seven.
number 7
Number
also, Sam Lewis.
Sam Lewis was the intended receiver.
That ball was just a little underthrown. Otherwise, I think they would have had 6 there.
Yeah, they would have been right in the end zone.
Yep.
And they're going to get a penalty there on the Bulldogs, I believe, for encroachment. We'll see how they call it. They decide it was encroachment or whether Bulldogs were drawn off. Nope, it's offsides against the Bulldogs, and that could be, no, I was going to say it could be a first down, but I believe it'll be shy, a couple yards shy.
Bulldog defense looks like it's getting a little anxious here.
A little anxious, and they fell for one of the oldest tricks in the book there. The line to, he called the line to reset, and when they stood up, here we come across. All right, he hands off to Lewis, and Lewis looking for a hole. He's down inside the 10, down to about the 6-yard line.
Number 8, Chad Simmons on the tackle for the Bulldogs.
It was Chad Simmons that got the tackle, but another first down.
Number 7, Sam Lewis on the carry. It'll be about a 12-yard gain. It'll be 1st and goal from the 7.
So that's first down and goal to go from the 7-yard line. The Panthers are threatening. We've got 8:14 to play in quarter one. Moyle is still at quarterback. He hands off to number 6, Chet Iwagawa, and
looks like that was Kevin Grigulanis who was able to bring him down for the tackle there.
So Gregalunas gets in there for that tackle.
Number 34, Kevin Gregalunas on the tackle for the Bulldogs. Carried by number 6, Chet Iwagawa. It'll be 2nd and goal for the Panthers.
Quarterback decides to keep it and wishes he didn't.
Boy, I tell you what, Austin Warren just took him right off his feet.
Yep. So I believe they might have lost a little yardage on that.
He read that right from the beginning.
It'll be a 3-yard loss. It'll be 3rd down and goal.
Looks like he's a little shaken up on his arm or something.
Yep, or his hip.
Looks like Devin Simmons is coming in to take over for him.
And it looks like the Panthers were a man short when they broke the huddle. And that one went out of bounds.
He had him, but that one, he overthrew that one. Ran out of room.
Well, that penalty set him back to the original line of scrimmage and kind of put a damper on their drive. And I believe we're sitting on 4th down, and we are. So they're lining up for a field goal. Clay Myers is on to kick for the Panthers. And he doesn't really get it up over the top of the line. So that will be null and void. And the Bulldogs will take over. 1st and 10 from about their own 7-yard line, I believe. We'll see where they put the ball down, but I believe that's where they're going to take over.
Bulldogs implemented a little bend but don't break defense there. Was able to hold them when it mattered.
Ball will be placed on the 20-yard line.
So after that missed field goal, the ball is placed on the 20-yard line, which helps the Bulldogs a tad. So they'll start at their own 20, 1st and 10. Looks like Chandler Larson brought in something there from the sideline. We'll see how that plays out. Stone is going to keep it. Stone ahead for about 11 yards before he's taken down by number
14, Marshall Moyle. Looks like was in on the tackle on that one.
That's the quarterback playing both ways.
Looks like Sam Lewis was also in on that tackle for the Panthers.
And we have an injured Panther, and they've had to call for the coaches. Had to call for the coaches to come out. And they're going to pick him up. That's number 22.
Stephon
Thomas. And he's favoring one leg a little bit, but he's pretty much off under his own power.
Both teams look like they're taking a little breather here. Chance to give Mr. Thomas there a chance catch his breath and see how he's doing.
And since it's the time of the year, it's the water break is a necessity by Florida high school football rules, so they'll just take that time to take that water break. Then we'll be back to play in just a moment.
They just got a little reminder here from our director, Doug Horton, that tonight is Chick-fil-A night, and I'm going to do a little shout-out to our sponsors. And if you're out there listening in on the game, you get a chance, come over to the game and get a little Chick-fil-A in the moment.
Stone really lets it go, and Chandler Larson pretty much had to turn into a defensive player and just bat that thing down.
It'll be 2nd down and 10 for the Bulldogs.
But Stone let that thing go, Trent. I mean, he was on about his own 15, and the ball came down on the Panther 40.
Ball got caught up there a little bit in the air, and
Yeah.
gave the Panthers defense there a chance to catch up and knock that one down.
So it's 2nd and 10. Stone tucks it in again, goes around the right side, picks up about 5.
It's like Clay Myers there on the tackle for the Panthers.
And we have a flag thrown in the middle of the field, in the backfield, holding against the Bulldogs. So that's going to negate that nice run by Stone. And they're going to walk it off from the line of scrimmage.
Looks like Eric Harrison just came in to replace Chase Chukla into the game for the Bulldogs.
After the penalty, ball be placed from the 21-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 20 for the Bulldogs.
Austin Warren's just coming out of the game, and Joseph Aline,
Yeah, Aline's in for him. See if they have something in store for Joseph. If Joseph can get his hand on the ball, he can go. So we'll see. That's their plan.
Yep.
And another flag's going to negate this play. So Aline gets the reception, brings it ahead, makes up the 10-yard penalty, makes up another 4 or 5 yards, but I see a flag in a bad place.
That one's definitely coming back. Bulldogs are going in the wrong direction
Going
right
backwards. Let's see what they say about this flag. Officials are talking it out. And I can't remember what that signal means, but it's against the Bulldogs.
now. I missed the signal there.
It's patted the back of his head. That could be ineligible receiver.
Yeah, walking it off about 5 yards there.
After the penalty, it'll be 2nd down and 26 for the Bulldogs.
2nd down and a mile right now.
Woo. 26 yards to go. Still 2nd down. So we've got a couple of plays to try to do something. We'll see if the Bulldogs are able to come out of this hole. And that pass was overthrown, intended for Austin Warren, and also McPherson was running with
3rd
him.
down and 26 for the Bulldogs.
Tell you what, if you had just a little bit more air under that ball, Austin may still be running.
And the Bulldogs decide to quick kick it And they're going to down it at the 39-yard line. Panther ball.
Looks like Brandon Mizashiro from the Panthers there got real close to that ball. He may have almost given a freebie there to the Bulldogs.
5 Christian Stone with a 45-yard punt.
So that is one advantage of your quarterback also being your punter.
Yard line will be 1st and 10 for the Panthers.
He got that punt away before the Panthers realized what he was up to. They had nobody back. So, Panther ball. Moyle back at quarterback. He has no one in the backfield with him. 4 wide receivers. See how he goes here. Pass is up, and it is
That was
incomplete.
Almost.
Almost. Aline had it in his hands for a moment.
It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Panthers.
So no gain there. 2nd and 10 for the Panthers, still on their 39-yard line. We're in under 5 minutes in quarter one. We still have no score. For those of you that might have just turned on your internet, the Panthers challenged early but weren't able to convert a field goal. But right here we see quarterback Moyle go back to pass, take it down, and run it, and he has picked up a huge gain into Bulldog territory. Unfortunately, I see a Bulldog
14,
on the sideline.
Can't really tell who it was. He was the one who made the tackle, but
1st and 10 for the 31.
I think the quarterback came down on him there a little. Looks like the crew from both teams are tending to the Bulldog player.
They are.
Tell you what, in today's hostile environment with sports, it's always nice when you get a chance to see staff from both teams coming together to help out another player who's been hurt. They're doing that here.
All right, he's coming up on his feet. He's going to walk on across. I think he had the air knocked out of him. And he's coming on across. It's number 8.
Chad Simmons,
yep, 10th grader. He looks like he's going to be okay. So here we go. All right, they've cranked the clock, so here we go. 4:14 to play. And I don't know what happened there.
Bulldogs sniffed that one out. Ronnie Leary there was able to get him before they even got anything going.
Number 65, Daniel Johnson on tackle for the Bulldogs. Number 7, Sam Lewis on the carry. It'll be a 1-yard gain. It'll be 2nd down and 9 for the Panthers.
We're on live television, Trent, and I'm having to help some of the folks here find their way around, but that's okay.
Looks like Daniel Johnson there had a chance to get Sam Lewis there on the run around the right end. Brought him down before he was able to get any real yardage.
So the Panthers, after that great run by Moyle, have
3rd down and 9 for the Panthers.
not been able to pick up any more distance. Let's see what happens here. Once again, Moyle goes in the backfield with no running backs, but in motion goes number 6, Chet Iwagawa, and he goes around the left side for perhaps 3 yards.
Caleb Parrish was able to bring him down there before he got anything really going.
Brings up 4th down.
That'll be a 3-yard gain. Tackle made by number 3, Caleb Parrish. It'll be 4th down and 6 for the Panthers.
Like somebody brought their dog to the game tonight.
I hope that's a dog.
Yeah. Bulldog, preferably.
I think it's a lab. Here we go. Pass play wide open, number 6.
Oh, the ball's loose.
But the ball is loose.
Bulldogs got it.
And they threw the little sack, which usually means it's a fumble. Chet Iwagawa was in on that reception, but the tackle caused the fumble. So Bulldogs are going to take over. 1st down. That's the good news.
Yeah.
Now the bad news. Look where that ball is, Trent.
Yeah, they're definitely right there in the shadow of their own goal line, that's for sure.
He's putting it on the 4-yard line, so we'll see if the Bulldogs can get some positive yardage here, get this thing headed in the right direction. We're under 2 minutes in quarter 1. Score still remains Bulldogs 0, Panthers 0.
Yeah, got him.
And that is the Bulldogs, were able to draw the Panthers into the neutral zone, so that's 5 yards further out of trouble.
It looks like Taylor Castillo there jumped off sides and just gave the Bulldogs a little bit more room to act at work.
All sides on the Panthers. It'll be 1st and 5 now for the 10.
I see the paramedics are down here on the sideline looking at John Grant for the Bulldogs and talking to John a little bit. Now we've broken out of it here, and that's number 6, Dustin Walmsley.
Looks like Marshall Moyle there was on the tackle, or was that right?
Was it 14?
Couldn't tell if that was 14 or 11. It looks like it may have been both, actually. Frank Tracy and Marshall Moyle in on that tackle for the Panthers.
That's the first time we've seen Walmsley with the ball tonight, and that was the first time the Panthers have seen Walmsley with the ball, and he's ahead for the 1st down. So the Bulldogs are trying to push it out of their end of the field. Dylan Rocca on the carry, and I thought he was going to get past that line of scrimmage and keep going. The Panthers decided to blitz right there at the last second, and the blitzer went right past Rocca, but there was another tackler there to see about it.
I'll tell you what, their quarterback, Marshall Moyle, was in on that tackle along, I think, with the rest of half of their team. Brought him down, but that Moyle kid's pretty talented.
Well, they're counting on him both ways tonight.
He's getting it done so far.
So far. Oh, here we go. What a great reception by Austin Warren. And he put the moves on 2 or 3 of the Panthers. And now Bulldogs are into Panther territory down to about the 45-yard line.
Austin's one of our better players, and if you're not right on him, he will shake you out of your shoes, that's for sure.
From Christian Stone to number 9, Austin Warren for a 35-yard gain.
He has unexpected moves.
Yes, he does.
First down, Bulldogs!
It looks like he's going to catch a breather here on this play. Not sure they're going to get it off, though, before the end of the quarter.
and they're not. So that buzzer is the end of the quarter. We're going to take a 1 minute timeout. Mr. Pilgrim, if you would.
With your score, John Paul II.
We're back at Bulldog Stadium for the beginning of quarter number 2. It's 0-0. Quarter 2 is just about to get underway. Bulldogs are moving the ball. And we'll see what happens here. Stone throws it out to number 3. That is Caleb Parrish. And Parrish takes it ahead for about 5 yards before he's tackled over on the Panther sideline.
Got a little bit more zip on his pass there. I think that was able to help him out a little bit.
Pass completed from Christian Stone to number 3, Caleb Parrish.
Stone is quarterbacking still for the Bulldogs. Parrish on that reception. And it's 2nd and 6. Down around the, 42-yard line, we'll say.
Yep, right around the 42.
Stone options to keep it. He's on the loose. He is headed to the 10-yard line. No flags on the play. He's Bulldog down by number 6.
Chetty Iwagawa.
Yep. Iwagawa's been all over this field tonight, playing hard for the Panthers.
That was a great play by the Bulldogs. That wouldn't even have me fooled. I was looking the wrong direction there.
I think what they've been able to do is from that first series where the Panthers were really packing the line of scrimmage, we've completed a few passes. They've had to be a little more lenient in that. He went back like he was going to possibly pass. Option, he had the option, pass, throw it back to the tailback, or take it under his arm and head out, and he did head out. Very good run by Christian Stone. Christian is a super athlete. There's that option, and it's fumbled, and it's fumbled again. I saw the beanbag come out, so it's going to change hands.
Looks like Dustin Wemsley there was not able to hold on to that ball there.
He couldn't handle that pitch. And it wasn't a bad pitch. It wasn't perfect, but it wasn't a bad pitch. Wamsley just wasn't able to get the handle on it. So that puts a stop to that drive. It was good to see the Bulldogs in the Panther end of the field for a bit.
Yep.
And the Panthers will take over on their own end of the field, first down. This is their typical set. The Panthers have been running tonight 4 wideouts. Perhaps he'll put a man in motion, give him an option to hand off. And that pass was close to being complete. Wamsley got in there and broke it up, perhaps trying to make up for that fumble. Sam Lewis was the intended receiver.
Number 86, Taylor Castillo is incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Panthers.
Well, it's still 2nd down. And now he puts that man in motion. He options the handoff, keeps it himself. It's Moyle on the carry. He picks up a couple of yards. before he's tripped up.
Looks like it was Greg Ulanis there on the tackle.
Kevin is a new student on campus here this year at Mount Dora Bible. He comes to us from Missouri, near Kansas City, Missouri, and perhaps some of his family back in Missouri is watching tonight live, if not perhaps on tape, and that'll be awesome for them if they can get to see him play. Moyle keeps that ball, and he rambles for 4 or 5. It could be a first down. We'll see how they place the ball, and they're saying yes. They're not even looking over there. They're letting the side judge make that judgment, and it's first down.
Looks like Caleb Parrish there got in on the tackle.
Moyle on the carry for the Panthers. It'll be a 7-yard gain. It'll be first down from the 34.
He won't come down. 22, that is Stephon Thomas back in the game after an injury earlier, and he just kept going. 3 or 4 guys had hands on him.
Looks like Parrish there was in on the tackle again.
It'll be a 6-yard gain. It'll be second down and 4 for the Panthers.
Moyle just takes it down and heads on out. And it's going to be close to another first down. Let's see where he puts it. And they say, yes, it is. First down, Panthers. And Moyle did that one by himself. He just tucked it under and headed on out.
He put a little move there on Chandler Larson for the Bulldogs.
Right at the line of scrimmage, and then he just popped ahead for that first down. So first down, they are moving. Panthers are on the move. Let's see how they do. Now look at this backfield, Trent. This is not the usual backfield we've seen.
They're coming after him.
And, oh, he's way down there. And he just about one-handed that one.
Looks like Taylor Casillo there. He was open.
He had that one paw out there and just about one-handed it, but couldn't bring it down.
Paw's about right. He's as big as a bear, that kid is right there.
Well, I was thinking panther paw.
There you go.
So there we go. He is a big boy, and he was out there. He was wide open. We're not going to take anything away from him. He just couldn't bring that down. And this is a timeout. I think this is the water break, the mandatory water break, which I believe they have to take until the middle of October.
Yeah.
And it's just because it's so humid, so draining this time of year.
Definitely a muggy night here.
It's muggy. It's as muggy right now as it's been all day. Just a reminder that if you could send some business the way of our sponsors, it would be appreciated. We're sponsored tonight by BTW, Chick-fil-A. It's Chick-fil-A night here at Bulldog Stadium. Our good friends at Comcast Xfinity, Cupcake Delights, DG Promotions, Far From Ordinary Graphic Design, High Five, Partner Marketing, Sports Frenzy, Zones Incorporated. And if it wasn't for the folks at Play On Sports, we would not be on the air with this game tonight.
I think we're having a little bit more of a smooth transition this evening as opposed to a couple weeks ago, which is always good. Looks like they're getting ready to start it back up again.
Moyle had number 6, Chet Iwagawa, on that little little slant. Yep, the little slant play. He came in behind another receiver, and that's a hard pass to catch.
I tell you, Moyle, though, he's got a good head on his shoulders. He waited long enough for the Bulldog guys to get right up to him, and then he let that pass go and open up a little space between them and the Bulldogs, but just wasn't quite there.
If Chet would have had that ball, he was headed on down toward the goal line. There's no doubt about that. All right, play action pass. Moyle's going to pop it over the top to number 86, Taylor Castillo, and Taylor has his hands on this ball.
Yeah. Got a first down there.
Number 3, Caleb Parrish on the tackle for the Bulldogs.
Look, Trent, it's our good friend, Nicole Harmon, waving to us from down below.
She's got her Florida State gear on here. Think she's ready to do the chop tomorrow.
Be placed on the 45-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Panthers.
Looks here like coming up here at the halftime, we're going to have a little conversation with the Panthers athletic director, see what kind of year they're expecting to have.
Give him a chance to send some messages back home.
Number 14, Marshall Moyle on the carry for the Panthers. It'll be a 5-yard gain.
So we'll be talking to Anthony Van Gessel right at halftime, and then after we're through chatting with him, I want to see if our director will leave a live mic so we can watch the band tonight. So he says yes. He's nodding his head yes. Did you hear like some little rattling?
I think I did, yeah.
It was his yes rattle. So at halftime, we're going to talk to the AD from John Paul II and be glad to meet him. And we're just so happy that these folks have decided to come all the way down here and play football with us tonight. That one was just about intercepted.
Joseph Aline there almost got himself a freebie.
Pass intended for number 7, Sam Lewis.
Sam Lewis was out there trying to take it in for the Panthers, but Aline had the best shot at it.
It'll be 3rd down and 5 for the Panthers.
The Panthers, they were running the old naked bootleg and almost had themselves a 20-yard gain.
Well, it's 3rd down now. That they are at the 40-yard line of the Bulldogs, and they are trying to get something going here before halftime. Moyle's just going to deal with it himself. I believe he was stripped of the ball, but when it all said and done,
looks like there was some jawing in between
the
two teams there.
The cooler heads squared it away. Well, when we get home, we'll have to run the tape back and see how that happened. Moyle had the ball, but then the next thing I know, somebody else was pushing it ahead for the 1st down. The tape will show us how that happened, and I apologize for not catching it. It's 1st down, though, and Panthers are on the move. A little confusion in the Panther huddle. And there's almost a sack of the quarterback by number 4, Chandler Larson.
They forgot, no one picked him up.
No,
he came right in.
He was half a second away from stopping that play, but it fell incomplete anyway.
That's intended for number 6, Chet.
I imagine when he saw that opening, his eyes got real big.
Yep.
Thought he might have had himself one.
Yep.
It'll be 2nd down and 10 for the
Chet Iwagawa had his hands on the ball, but he was on the ground, so he was not going to make yardage on that play.
Both teams there looking to decide how they were going to handle that one. Wasn't sure what happened there.
We're taking a timeout, and I, once again, was not paying attention to see who called it, if it's an official timeout or if one of the teams called it. But it's a time for water. And we are going to get back in play here in just a second. There's 5:53 remaining till halftime. The score is still 0-0. Both offenses have shown movement, but the closer they get to the red zone, the less likely they've been to keep it going. So here we go. Moyle throws it out, complete to, I believe, number 7, Sam Lewis. I'll try to double check that number.
Looks like Joseph Aline and Daniel Johnson were in on the tackle for the Bulldogs.
It'll be a 3-yard gain for the Panthers. Tackle made by number 4, Chandler Larson for the Bulldogs. It'll be 3rd down and 7 from the 29.
Doesn't sound like we're quite in sync with our stadium announcer right now.
So we can either change and go with what he says, or we can just stick with what we say. And I'm sure whoever's parent it is will just put it on pause later and see who it was. Moyle had him wide open, Frank Tracy wide open, and you heard it bounce off his pads.
Hit him right in the numbers, and it just bounced right out. Had his hands a little too close to his chest and was just not able to bring that one in.
All right, Bulldogs have held the Panthers to a 4th down. And from this point on the field at the 29-yard line, we'll see how the Panthers come out. They're coming out in offense, in their offensive set, a deep tailback. So there will be no field goal kicking or punting here. So he throws it ahead and has a nice reception there. That's a play they've been working on tonight, and there at work, number 6, Chet Iwagawa.
He looks like he's close to the first down there.
He has the first down. They're already moving the chains.
Chandler Larson, once again, he got close but was unable to bring him down.
And unable to hurry him enough to make a bad throw.
Yep.
So 1st and 10. Panthers are on a long drive here. Another high snap. And he's stripped of the ball, and I believe the Bulldogs have it. Number 4, we're going to give that to Chandler Larson. Did you see who helped cause that fumble? It was Chandler and one other.
I think it was Joseph Aline. He got in there, and they both just Aline ran him down, and then Larson knocked the ball out of his hand. He was able to fall on it. So a nice save by the Bulldog defense, because I'm telling you what, the Panthers were moving pretty much how they wanted to move. I mean, to finish that 4th down off, that put the momentum on their side. But that right there is a good thing for the Bulldogs. Now let's see if we can do something in 4 minutes and get some points on the board before halftime. This is unfamiliar territory for Bulldogs this season. We've scored in the first half, both regular season games and in the preseason classic game. We scored in the first half. There is a timeout on the field, so Mr. James Pilgrim, we want to take a 1-minute timeout.
Don't forget, it is
All right, we're back, and we'll stay with you here through the end of this half. 3:49 to play. Score is still 0-0 if you're tuning in a little bit late. Stone passes out here to
Chad Simmons.
Yep, Chad Simmons. It's a little high. Goes through Chad's hands. So we're going to see second down and 10. Second down and 10.
It's a good thing he was standing over near the sidelines when that ball was thrown there. Defense may have had themselves a little present.
And there would have been nobody between him and the goal line. And that was me tapping my microphone. I apologize for that. Stone still in at quarterback. He had to tuck it under and go. He's still on his feet. And he does pick up 2 or 3 yards. He was in the grasp of 2 or 3 Panthers, but still able to pick up 2 or 3 yards off of what was basically a busted play.
Number 70, Bradley.
Yeah, he did that all by himself because they had him about 7 yards deep.
They sure did.
And he was able to shake through and get by about 3 of their defenders before they brought him down.
So now 3rd and 6. Bulldogs still on their end of the field, trying to get something going. Get this ball headed in the right direction. There's nowhere to go.
Nope.
3 or 4 Panthers back in there. Number 65, we haven't called his name tonight, Egwu Kalu.
Looks like Taylor Casillo was in on that one also. He's had a pretty active night.
Yeah. So both of them coming in off that defensive line. Big old defensive line for the Panthers.
Yes, they have.
And we'll call their name on that play.
Stone on the carry. It'll be a 3-yard loss. It'll be 4th down and 9 for the Bulldogs.
So 4th down, basically back to the original line of scrimmage. And we're blowing the whistle. And this is a timeout called by the visitors. Panthers call timeout with 2:09. And I know why they called it, because they don't want the clock to run, because they want a chance of getting this ball back and doing something before halftime. Get some points out there on the board. Well, it's been a fairly penalty-free game. We've had 3 or 4 penalties, not too many. In high school ball, a lot of times you see more penalties than you want to see.
We've had a lot of activity between the 30s, but once we get around the 30-yard line, both offenses have pretty much died down so far.
They've either died down or they committed a turnover and lost all their momentum. Well, let's see how the Bulldogs plan to play this. It's probably going to be a punt. The Panthers have not set anybody back. But Stone is in the shotgun. And he's going to let it go, quick kick it. And that is a good advantage for the Bulldogs, because look at that thing go. If they can stop it at the 5.
That was a great kick.
That's as good of a play as you can make on 4th down from that point on the field. So
I'll be surprised if the Panthers do much here.
With a 57-yard punt.
It's been a pretty even battle so far, and to risk it down in their own end.
Panthers will take over.
They're going to have to break a big play that we haven't seen from either team yet tonight. So we'll see how it goes. Panthers are going to take over at their own 5. The Bulldogs need to play safe, but they need to really watch out for that slant pass play that they've been working on. They need to watch out for Moyle just tucking it under and heading up the field. And they need to watch out for that snap count that we've fallen for once tonight. So let's see how they play it. Here we go.
Could be seeing a draw here.
Yep. Gives it off to Thomas. Thomas is not able to get too much, but he's going to ramble ahead for maybe 4. We're going to have to give him 4 on that. That's more than I thought. So 4 yards.
Stephon Thomas on the carry.
That's Stephon Thomas on that carry.
They're really showing no urgency in the huddle. My guess is that they're going to let this thing wind down. That is, unless they pull off one right here.
Here goes Thomas again. I think they're playing it safe, Trent. They're giving it to their fullback, letting him tuck it safely in both arms and just see if he can't rumble up the field. He got a first down.
Yep.
The clock is continuing to run. We're under a minute to play.
There's really no reason for them to try anything risky down here. They play pretty even right now.
Ball be placed on the 16-yard line where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Panthers.
Well, the Bulldogs still need to keep their eyes peeled because you might see something in the last few seconds. And there's a handoff to one of his wing backs as he comes in motion, and he picks up very little.
Looks like that could be the last play
That
of
was
the
number
half.
7, Sam Lewis.
Number 23,
We're under 20 seconds to play. I don't think they have to snap again.
Looks like Jordan McPherson got in on that tackle for the Bulldogs. And it looks like they're going to let this one run out.
So we're going to go to halftime with a score 0-0. Bulldogs, Panthers, Mount Dora, Florida. We're going to take a 1 minute timeout. We're going to take a 1 minute timeout, and then we'll be back with our guest.
Let's hear it for your 2012 Mount Dora Bible cheerleaders.
You know what? I would not want to be that cow tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mount Dora Bible is proud to present the 2012 edition of the Mount Dora Bible Bulldogs Marching Band. The band is under the direction of Mr. Doug Yop and Associate Band Director Andrew Foster. Our color guard sponsor is Sharon Cove. The band is under the field direction of Drum Majors Carson Barker and Casey Newton. Our band officers are Band Captain Annette Miller, color guard co-captains Bethany Roddy and Corey Hatcher, percussion captain Liam Wilson, woodwind captains Billy McKinney and Emily Galloway, brass captains Chris Newkirk and Kristen Ulrich. This year's show is entitled It's Only Rock and Roll. It consists of Get Back by the Beatles with soloists Sophia Gonzalez and Sarah Baker. Drum Major Carson Barker and Casey Newton, is your band ready? And now we welcome to the field the Mount Dora Bible Bulldogs Marching Band. Let's all stand up and cheer, ladies and gentlemen, for our team with our fight song tonight, Glory. Let's hear it for our 2012 Bulldogs Marching Band. gentlemen, Yankee Candles, to help us with our trip to Washington, D.C. in the spring. See any band members?
All right, well, the band is working on their show, and we see they have one song in place, and that's looking pretty good with the Beatles, and they've got a couple of more to bring out there in the next few weeks, and we're just glad to see them on the field tonight. Right now, I'm standing here with the athletic director of John Paul II Catholic School in Tallahassee, Florida, Mr. Anthony Van Gessel. Good to have you with us, Anthony. Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you for having us. I'd like to say a quick thank you to all the fans who made the trip with us and to all of you who are watching back home.
Well, I know that if this technology is working correctly, this is something just brand new. I mean, just to think 10 years ago that we could just go on the internet and broadcast live all over the world, it's just insane, really, to me. I'm still haven't got my head all the way around it. I'm sure there's folks that would have loved to come, but Tallahassee is 220 miles away, and so if they're at home being able to watch this game tonight, I know they're appreciative of us being able to put it on. And we have to thank the FHSAA and Play on Sports for letting us do that.
We're very thankful that you're broadcasting the game, and we're excited about this technology. We were looking into radio broadcasting, but I think with what we've seen tonight, this is a great medium and a great opportunity to broadcast high school athletics.
Well, you know, the way with smartphones, etc., I mean, there's somebody somewhere with a smartphone watching this game and listening to it. I think I don't want to say anything bad about our friends in radio, but this beats the pants off of that.
It does. It certainly offers another dynamic, and it's obviously been a great game so far.
Talk to us a little bit about John Paul II Catholic School. How long has the school been there? Is it an older school or a newer school?
It's a new school. We've been in existence since 2001. We're the only Catholic high school in Tallahassee. Trinity Catholic School is an elementary school in Tallahassee as well. So we're one of two high schools in the Diocese of Pensacola, Tallahassee, and been growing the last couple of years. We're up to 160 some students now, so we're very excited about the growth and certainly about our football team. This is the third year we've had football back, and this is actually our first year playing a full varsity schedule. And our new coach, Scott Houston, who's done a great job and prepared our young men very well, and we're excited to be able to be here and thankful to all you all for having us and that we're able to come out and compete well.
Well, it sounds to me like we have similar situation. We're playing with about 110 or 12 in our high school this year. So it's a competitive game. We can all tell 0-0. We're pushing each other up and down the field, and just about the time you think somebody's going to do something, the defense on both sides pops up and takes the ball away. So I think we're competitive to be playing each other, and it's really been a hard-fought game so far tonight, and we'll look forward to the second half.
Yeah, and hopefully this can become a rivalry in the future. I think, like you said, both schools, both Christian schools, similar values, and I think that's important, and it's good that we can share that with spirited competition.
Well, Trent and I were saying when we had a little injury over on the other side, your folks went over there to see about him, our folks went over to see about him. There's no like, oh, this is your player, any of that kind of funny business going on. The same thing happened with us 2 weeks ago. We had 3 horrible injuries, and I tell you what, both teams went out in the middle of the field and got down on their knees and started praying, and that's something that comes with Christian school that just isn't available with public school. It's just that was unknown in the public school to see something like that.
Well, we are definitely excited about the fact that we feel that in Tallahassee we offer one of the most complete educations, spirit, mind, and body, and I know that you all emphasize the same values, but it's a great thing to be able to include that aspect in your education and your formation of your young men and women.
Well, Anthony, we appreciate you taking time from your halftime to come over here, and I appreciate you sending greetings home to Tallahassee on behalf of the Panthers.
Well, thank you again for your hospitality, and it's been my pleasure, and great meeting all of you, and we'll hopefully see you soon.
We hope so. Thank you. Well, Trent, we're back for half number 2. We're going to have to say half number 1 was defense, and more defense. The offense would move from the 30 to the 30, and then the defense would take the ball away. So we're going to start this half. If you remember, the Panthers deferred to this half, so they're going to receive. And we're going to try our onside kick, and I want to say that we recovered it. We're going to take a look. Yes, we did. Joseph Aline. The one.
That's a good way to start it out.
So, Bulldogs are in Panther territory to begin the second half. And let's see if they can take advantage of that and move this thing on down, get us some points. And we're going to have a penalty on that play. I believe Chad Simmons came back for that pass. I hate to see that flag thrown from there because it's usually that, and we see the referee signal holding. That's going to put us back in the hole. So we'll start from 10 yards back, so that's now
Back in our territory.
Yep, back in our territory, 1st and 20.
First and 20 for the Bulldogs.
Stone still at quarterback. He's looking to pass. He's going to have to tuck it under if he can get past. But he couldn't. I was going to say if he could get past number 13, he was going to be free and clear. Actually, not 13, 23, sorry, 23.
He worked hard just to get back to that line of scrimmage. I would probably not been doing some more design runs for him, the way he's been moving the ball.
It looks like he almost made it back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe lost half a yard. Threw it into the shoes of Austin Warren. He couldn't handle it from down there. So it's 3rd down, 19 to go.
Not sure if we're dealing with 2 really great defenses tonight or just the
offenses can't
yeah.
get it going, can't get going what they want to go. We heard at halftime that the Panthers come in with a 2-1 record. They've already played 3 games, and we're sitting on a 2-0 record plus our preseason win. So I think it's 2 very equally matched teams. And there was a pass wide open Jordan McPherson all by himself. And Christian just overthrew him just barely.
He dove out for it, but he was just unable to get up.
No. If he could have caught that on the run, we would have seen a foot race to the end zone. There's that little quick kick, and it's going to roll out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. So Panthers will take over 1st down. We're early in the 3rd quarter.
Tell you what, I was surprised that that thing got down as far as it did. That thing didn't even go much more than 5 or 6 feet above the ground.
No, he's lucky somebody didn't stick their hand up in the air.
First down and 10.
So we'll see the Panthers for the first time on offense this half. Moyle is still in at quarterback. He's got 2 men in the backfield with him. And he's going with Thomas again. Thomas comes back up to about the line of scrimmage before he's brought down.
Larson was able to take his legs out from underneath him before he got going too far.
Number 22, Stephon Thomas on the carry for the Panthers. Could be a 1-yard gain. It'll be 2nd down and 9 from the 36.
That's the way to tackle him, though, when you're going up against a big running back like Thomas.
He had all the time in the world there. And look at that. Aline picked that out of the air, bounced off number 6, Chet Iwagawa, and Aline was just at the right place at the right time. But I see a flag. So we'll see how that penalty plays out. And we're looking at
Austin Warren's looking a little animated for the Bulldogs right now.
Well, I'm not sure what I understand from that, except for
Looks like we had a little technical difficulties there. I'm not sure I was even
being
heard there for the first few minutes of that second half.
Luckily, you didn't say anything important.
It's a good thing that Mr. Pilgrim back here was able to point this out. You would have been talking to somebody by yourself all day long.
I do that often. Well, that penalty was against us after the turnover. I was sitting here waiting for him to say it was before the turnover. Yeah. It was after the turnover. So we have the ball, Bulldog ball. Stone is trying to get out of that backfield. Look at him drive. He picked up 2 or 3 yards, and that was all by himself. 33 in on that tackle. And that's Mark Woodend. We haven't called his name tonight, so Mark gets a tackle for the Panthers.
It'll be 2nd down and 7 from the 33.
Bulldog cheerleaders trying to fire up the crowd here.
And I like that play. I wish it would have picked up more yards, but I do like that play. He came around off that, we're going to call it a pick. I'm not sure it's the football term, but he came off a pick, and he was wide open when he came around there. Yeah. Woodend on the tackle again. So we didn't call his name the first half, and 2 tackles in a row.
It'll be 3rd down and 4 for the Bulldogs.
Bulldogs have a 3rd down and 4. Ball at the 36-yard line.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy. That ball came loose, and it was all over the field.
Did we get it back, or?
Well, not the way I'm seeing it, because they're changing sides here. Yep. It's 1st down, Panthers at the 35-yard line. That ball came loose, and I don't know how it came loose, but it was just scooting around there on the ground, and 3 or 4 guys tried to jump on it, and Panthers get it. So that gives them pretty good field position for this game based on how both teams have been playing defense to start your drive at the 35-yard line.
Yep. It could very well be something like this that finally puts some points on the board.
With a low-scoring game like this, if there are going to be any points, it's going to be some kind of play like this, turnover. I believe he was out of bounds.
Nope. Yeah, he was out of bounds. Boy, that was a good catch, though. I think he got hold of it. He just ran out of room.
Yep, he was out of bounds when he caught it.
Pass intended for number 6, Chet.
Yep, that was Chet Iwagawa back there.
It'll be 2nd and 10 from the
on that pass play, and I believe he caught it out of bounds.
Been calling his name quite a bit tonight.
Yep, both sides of the ball. He's playing hard and playing long. There's another long pass, really out of play. Joseph Aline was down there trying to get a pick out of it, but it was out of play.
Looks like Ryan Leary's down for the Bulldogs here, if that's who it is. Bulldog staff coming out to check on him.
Lewis is incomplete.
Didn't exactly see what happened there.
Joseph Aline on the coverage for the Bulldogs. It'll be 3rd and 10.
Yep, that's Ryan Leary, and he is injured. They're out checking on him. Notice, Trent, that since we got so close to the quarterback those 2 or 3 times, they've been keeping that extra back in the backfield for blocking. Because if you remember in the first half, he was going with no backs in the backfield, just the fullback. Now he's going with the fullback plus another back to try to keep our blitz off of him.
Right.
We were within inches 2 or 3 times in the first half. Well, the way they're
you get a cramp or something?
Yeah, the way they're dealing with him, I'm going to say it's a cramp in his legs. So we're going to take a 1-minute timeout. We're back. Ryan Leary had to be brought off the field on the golf cart, and he'll be tended to over on the sideline. And the ball is going to be back in play. And once again, the Bulldogs fall for that weird cadence.
Yep.
Panthers basically stand up.
3rd down and 5 from the 30.
Bulldogs run across, and that's encroachment. So there you go, 5-yard penalty. So that gives Panthers 3rd and 5. He's got one back in the backfield now, and he's going to give it to him. That's Thomas. Thomas is on the move, and he is ahead for the first down. He drops the ball. Let's see.
He was down. He was down. I think they're going to say Panther ball. Yep.
Regardless of how many of the Bulldog players are motioning the other direction.
I know, yeah. Try to sell it if you can.
Yeah, try to sell it, but it's still Panther ball. He fell on the ball, and that was the end of the play. Now, another Bulldog injured, and we'll see who that is in just a moment. The coaches are on the field.
Number 22, Stephon Thomas on the carry for a
I
first
think
down.
as the night wears on and they get a little bit hotter and stuff like that, you start becoming a little bit more susceptible to cramps. Certainly is what it looks like this could be here. I know they're down here on the sidelines working on Ryan to see get him squared away. Looks like some of the kids here over in the behind one of the goalposts are playing a little round of football themselves.
All right, he's up.
Looks like Daniel Johnson here.
Yeah, it's Daniel.
He's going to be okay.
He's okay. He's up on his own and off the field.
Training staff's getting a little workout here this evening, especially here in the second half.
It's a good thing we have more than one trainer on the sideline, because we're keeping all three of them busy tonight. Well, we're in the backfield on that play.
Yeah, that one didn't have any chance. There were several Bulldog players there in on that tackle.
Handoff went to Mark Woodend, and he went nowhere. Matter of fact, I believe, yes, he lost 3 or 4 or 5 yards lost.
Looks like Kevin Gregulanis was in on that tackle. Didn't see who else was in there.
Well, there was 2 or 3, one to start and 2 or 3 more before it was over with.
Yeah.
Yes, that is Mr. Yop bleeding through over our microphones. So there's another loss.
Yep. Oh, it looks like we're going to have a little extracurricular activity there on the Panthers. Looks like number 7. He got in on it, Sam Lewis.
We'll see how the referees view it.
I'm guessing we're going to have a personal foul here against the Panthers.
And we'll find out how the officials view it. A lot of times they see the second foul, not the first foul. So we'll see how they saw that little tussle there.
Coach Cochran standing out on the sideline there with his hands on his hips, looking at the refs. I think he's wanting to know what's taking him so long.
Yeah. What he's wanting to know, why is there a question here? So we're going to see how it is.
Almost makes you wonder if they don't think there's multiple penalties here as long as they're taken.
That's kind of how I saw it. So we'll see how they see it.
Looks like they're getting ready to make the call.
Unsportsmanlike conduct against the Panthers, as you thought it would be. So this will march it on back.
Back about 15 yards here.
Yep, 15 yards from the line of scrimmage, which was already they were already at a loss. So
after the penalty, it'll be 3rd down and 35 for the Panthers.
3rd down and 35. That is a mile right there.
I'm glad Coach Hayes can figure all that stuff out. He is up another 30 or 40 feet higher than us, so we'll go with his 3rd down and 35. Here we go. Moyle gets the snap out of the shotgun, and he's looking for his big man, and that is a complete pass. That is Taylor Cassio.
We got it back right around the original line of scrimmage on that one.
So what a big play to a big man. He's probably the biggest man on that field tonight.
I'm not so sure the Panthers aren't going to just go for this. You might as well as close as you are.
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to see the kickers yet at this distance, but it's still close enough to try to make it here on 4th.
Coach Warren's had to go out there and haul Chandler Larson off the field. He's hurt, and it's a cramp. And it's this weather, and that's what's causing all this.
Looks like somebody called a timeout.
So we're going to take a 1-minute timeout, Mr. Pilgrim. We're back, and word has come to us that Ryan Leary has injured his knee. The paramedics are over taking a look at it, and I'm sure they'll decide whether he needs to go to hospital and have that x-rayed. So they are lined up to kick a field goal, which we did not think they would.
Oh,
and it's a fake, and there's Moyle throwing it deep, and luckily
intercepted.
It is intercepted. And there's only one bad thing about that.
Yeah, he may have been better knocking it down.
He should have just knocked it down.
Yeah.
But if you and I were out there and could have caught that, we would have caught it too.
You would have. It helps pad the stats.
So there we go. So Coach, later on this week, he'll get the film out, and he's going to say, you should have dropped that ball. But he broke up the play, and it's Bulldog ball. We're under 5 minutes in quarter 3. Score is still 0-0, and what we've been saying about between the 30s, and then if you try to go deeper than that, the defense steps up. And once again, Bulldog defense stepped up and held the Panthers. So,
tell you what, this looks like it's right around the 1 or 2 yard line.
Well,
they're going to want to be careful with this play.
I'm going to say it's on the 3 or 4 yard line. So hopefully they won't get themselves caught up back there in the end zone. So Christian Stone's going to bring it out, and he's out of the end zone. He's to the 5, he's to the 10, and he is brought down from behind at about the 12-yard line. So Christian got us out of some deep trouble back there in our own end zone.
Just when you think that they're going to get him and drop him down for a loss, he finds some way to squirt through.
He sure does, and now we got another Bulldog player down. Another Bulldog player down. So the officials are going to have to call timeout.
Number 5, Christian Stone.
They're calling for the trainers and coaches having. Once again, we want to thank our sponsor for tonight, Chick-fil-A. It's Chick-fil-A night here at the stadium. And I guess somebody could be on their iPad here in the stadium watching the game live. And personally, I'd prefer my commentary to Coach Hayes' commentary. So if you are watching the game live here in the stadium on your iPad, please go down to the concession stand and help support us on Chick-fil-A night here at Bulldog Stadium. Our injured player is up, and that was Stone himself injured.
That is one player we cannot afford to lose tonight.
We cannot afford to lose Christian Stone. So he's up, he's moving. I did not like the way he was kicking his legs down there on the sideline, but he moved out on his own, and I think he's a pretty tough cookie, and I have a feeling.
Looks like we're going to have a replacement at quarterback. They're checking him out, see how he's doing.
Yeah, they're going to look at him. It's probably, if I was guessing, it's not who I was guessing. I was going to guess Caleb Parrish, but it looks to me like it's Dylan.
Yep, Dylan Roca.
Dylan takes the snap and brings it right up the middle, and he's going to be close to a first down. If he picked up a yard and a half, he'll have it. Let's see if he is able to do it. Yes, the side judge points the way, and it is first down.
Gives you a little breathing room, gives you opportunity to step back and see if you can throw a pass there without the threat of the safety.
That is one of the scary parts about letting your quarterback run and run and run and run is something like that happens. Whoops. And there's a new quarterback trying to handle that shotgun, and it's.
I think they got a face mask, though, and I think in the Panthers' attempt to bring him down, I think they may have grabbed his face mask.
The referee just signaled face mask, so that's going to.
We got out of one there.
That's going to be on our behalf there. We're going to come ahead 15.
Dylan Rock on the carry for the Bulldogs.
You know what we need for next time? More wires.
Yes, we do.
We need more wires.
Yeah.
We really don't have enough wires to trip over here.
A little bit more room for recliner. That would be nice, too, you know?
A lazy boy recliner. Okay.
The director, Doug Horton, is looking at us like he thinks that we're insane.
He's looking at it like we're crazy. And, we're not crazy. And we will talk to.
He gave a shout out for our director of finance, Kent Means,
and we'll talk to him.
See if we can get ourselves a credit card to go have a little fun.
You know, I talked to Headmaster Todd today and got us this tent, so that was a good thing because it did sprinkle earlier tonight. All right, we're back and we're in play. Dylan Roca is still at quarterback, and he throws that one.
Little bounce pass.
Yeah, a little bounce pass.
To Austin Warren.
Yeah, so that's not going to count.
It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Bulldogs.
So it is an incomplete pass. So we're 2nd and 10.
Looks like we got a little group of people waving to
somebody down the hill, and
trying to get
somebody won't come down the hill.
Christian Stone, I think, is going to need a little bit more medical assistance here to get his issue squared away.
Yeah. Now that's a bullet right there. Unfortunately, Devin never even looked up.
Yeah.
But even if he did look up, he would have been looking ahead to where he wasn't going to be able to go.
Yeah.
So that pass is incomplete. But, man, that was a nice-looking pass.
It was. Like so many plays tonight, it just seems like the passes have just been a few feet out of their grasp.
Just right over their fingertips.
Yep.
But we're trying to keep our eye down here on the sideline. Ryan Leary still hasn't moved off the bench. Christian Stone, they've loaded him up into the golf cart, and the paramedics have been looking at him. We'll see where they're going to take him. Appears they're going to leave the stadium. Here's a nice long pass. Let's see how they play it. It was uncatchable. Yeah. They're not going to throw a flag on that play. And if it would have been going the other way, we wouldn't have wanted to throw a flag on that play. So
I think Austin Warren disagrees with us, though.
Well, Austin played it how he was supposed to play it. He tried to come back to the ball. He tried to draw contact, and the referees saw where the ball landed and said that ball's not catchable.
Yep. Defense has got a right to the ball also.
That's exactly right.
Another low snap there.
Yep. Dylan took it to his advantage, though, because when he got that low snap, the defense couldn't see what he was doing back there, and he comes out from underneath and gets ahead for 5 or 6 yards.
They overcommitted when he dropped that ball and
then he was
gave him a lane. Yep.
Well,
might have to try to run a few more of those on purpose and see what happens.
Unfortunately.
Ball be placed on the 30-yard line where the Panthers will take over on down.
We lost it on down, so that was 4th down. I thought it was 3rd, but it was 4th down. So Panthers are in the driver's seat right here at the 30-yard line.
That seemed like an odd call right there, that so far deep in our own territory.
Well, remember where our kicker is.
That's true.
The kicker's left the field.
Yeah.
So I don't know if anybody else is kicker number 2 or not, but that could be part of that. There's Thomas again. He's a big man, and he can take you with him.
Yep.
So he got hit and then pushed ahead for another yard or two just on his own bulk.
I tell you, when the defensive coaches take a look at the game film later in the week, I think they're going to be pretty happy with the gang tackling that's going on by the Bulldogs defense tonight. It rarely seems like it's just one guy getting on the play. We usually got 3 or 4 that are right there to bring the guy down. Looks like the Panthers are getting ready to line up here, run their next play. They looks like the quarterback is taking a look at the sideline, making a little change in the play. Marshall Moyle going to go deep here and looks like the Panthers got themselves a touchdown. The pass went to Sam Lewis. Got him there going around down the left side of the sideline. And Panthers take the lead here with just a few seconds left in the third quarter. They looks like they're going to get ready here to line up for the extra point. That was really a beautiful pass he had there.
They completed one of those passes that we talked about.
High snap, and the holder was unable to bring that down, and so it's going to stay here at 6-0 for the Bulldogs. Give them a chance that they can get a touchdown here to possibly take the lead.
We've been talking the last few minutes about the passes were just a little bit out of reach, but he put that one right where it had to be.
Yeah, that was a perfect pass right there.
And Lewis just brought it in. So a good throw and catch by the Panthers, and touchdown for 6, but that extra point miss could come back to haunt them.
Yep. Takes just one play. Like they're taking an extra minute here before they kick off.
51, A.J. Burks to kick off for the Panthers.
We're getting ready to wind down the third quarter here.
Number 3, Caleb Parrish. And number 1, Joseph Aline.
Coach Hayes is getting the crowd, trying to get the crowd fired up here.
Yep, they.
Uh-oh. Yeah, boy, I tell you what, the Panthers recovered.
They sure did, and that thing I believe, went the 10. Well, wait a minute.
Got a foul. I'm wondering if he touched it before it went the full 10 yards.
That could be. We'll see how they call it.
Number 20, David Maha recovers the onside kick from the Panthers.
Oh, boy.
David Maha for the Panthers got on that ball, but
if that was the call, the Bulldogs, boy, they avoided a major disaster there, if that was in fact it.
let's see how they call it. Illegal procedure.
Yeah, on the Panthers, so we're going to
Against
have a
the
do-over
Panthers.
here. Oh, correction, I guess they're going to just take the ball right there.
Well, Trent, whether or not we understand everything there was about that play, it is Bulldog ball, and it's at the 46-yard line, and it's first down.
Yep.
We have a legal procedure on the Panthers. Ball be placed on the 47-yard line. First down, Bulldogs!
We dodged the dog catcher on that one, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
There's a nice pass out there to Joseph Aline, and he could not get the grip on it.
Pass intended for number 1, Joseph.
He had a little room there. If he had
He was
caught
on
that,
he was on his way to a first down. I don't know if
Yeah.
he could have got further than that, but he had a first down lined up,
Yeah.
and maybe he was thinking about that.
Yeah.
But it was a little behind him, too, so he had a hard time getting around on that ball. Well, it's just 24 seconds left in quarter number 3, and it's just been a defensive struggle all night long.
Yeah, it has been. I'd like to see if they get a first down here to get a little something going before the third quarter ends. Looks like Caleb Parrish is playing quarterback now.
Parrish is back in. He looks to throw. He's got Devin Simmons open.
Yep.
And I believe we're going to see first down into Panther territory.
That was a great play.
Great play by both players. Simmons had to come back for it a little bit. Parrish is throwing as he rolls out. That is not an easy way to throw. So first down, Panthers. Parrish now in at quarterback for the Bulldogs. There's the end of quarter 3.
Yep.
With the end of quarter 3, we're going to take a 1-minute timeout.
That's the end of your third quarter. With your score.
We're back for quarter number 4. And if I know my mathematics correctly, quarter 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the
This
last
is it.
quarter.
This is it. We got to do something now.
It's the last quarter. Bulldogs have got to get something going. Parrish is in there. He's on the run, and
gonna
he
get
is
him.
brought down from behind.
That may have been a face mask there, the way they
Possibly.
threw that.
I didn't see any other Bulldog but Parrish.
Yeah.
So I've got a feeling that may go against the Panthers. We're going to find out.
And
quickly.
if so, I tell you, the Bulldogs got lucky again because that play was going nowhere.
It was going for a 5-yard loss.
Yep.
So let's see how he – oh, it was horse
Oh,
collar.
horse collar, yep.
Horse collar call. And we'll see what the march off is on that call.
Yep.
Well, it's a big one.
Yeah, it sure is.
So it's akin to a personal foul type penalty if they're going to step off 15.
Take it down about the 34-yard line.
Yep. So it's going to be, instead of second and 18, it's going to, or 15, it's going to be first and 3. So let's see if Bulldogs can make something happen. Caleb is an exciting player. We saw that 2 weeks ago, and we'll see if he can't make something go here. But
that low snap there just got him.
Yeah, that stopped the play before it even got started. So
he probably would have been better off just going down as soon as they grabbed him, but instead he tried to get out, and I think he lost about 20 yards on that
let's
play.
see where they call his.
Oh no! Wow, 10-yard loss.
Yep, basically 10-yard loss. So because he kept fighting, his forward progress kept going back. So Caleb's in the 11th grade this year, playing quarterback and linebacker. And when you're not the usual quarterback, those are things that you don't think of. He's trying to get out of it, trying to make something happen.
Looks like the Bulldogs called a timeout here. I can't imagine I would want to be in that huddle for the Bulldogs right now.
No.
I suspect Coach Cochran is a little fired up at the moment.
I'm getting good reception on Chaz Morris's drum.
Me too.
Yeah.
Looks like band director Doug Yopp has got the band pulling out a little Queen this evening. Funny thing is there's not a single kid in that group there in the band that was alive when that song was created.
No. There might not be quite a few of the fans that weren't alive when that song was created.
Yeah, that's right. I suspect Mr. Yopp there was probably in his 30 or 40s around that time.
Uh-oh. All right.
They got me on record now. I'm in trouble.
Oh, boy, I'm not commenting on that one. Because whatever you say about that, I have to add 2 years to it for myself. So,
yeah.
So I haven't disagreed with you more, Trent, tonight than that comment. Oh.
Going the wrong direction now.
We are just going backwards. That low snap, they had no chance of handling that.
We're back on our own 49.
Ball will be placed on the 50-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 18 for the Bulldogs.
3rd and 18. And time is slipping away. We're under 10 minutes to play. See if the Bulldogs can get something out of here. Nope, another
low snap. Yep.
Another low snap. Dillon's able to throw
Looky
that out
here.
there. He's up. He's up.
Austin
He's up.
caught it.
He's up. He's down to the 4-yard line. He's down to the 4-yard line. How he caught that, I'll never know.
If you know what, he ran into his own player
How
and started stumbling.
How he kept his feet, I'll never know. And if it hadn't have been for that safety, he would have been in the end zone. That safety closed that gap, and I'm sorry I did not catch his number. But he saved that touchdown, and I mean he closed that gap in a second.
Well, this is that big play that we were talking about. And now they see if they can finish this off.
If they can finish this off, and then they've got to think about what they're going to do for their extra point. Their kicker is not on the field.
Yep.
So we'll see what happens. So Dylan really was able to dig down and save that low snap, get himself up, and make that thing count. He's in. He's in.
He is.
He is in. Dylan Rocca scores for the Bulldogs. It's a tie score with 8:59 remaining in the game, 6-6. And now we're going to have to see what the Bulldogs pull out of the playbook here to do something about this extra point.
Not sure who we have in this kind of a situation, but if they've got anybody who can kick it, I would definitely want to try it.
I think they're going to call a timeout, have a little huddle, and I'm going to think I'm going to go down and say we're going for 2.
Yeah. Might just happen.
Well, we've had more excitement in this game in the last 8 or 10 minutes than we had the whole first half. We've had some crazy plays go against us and go for us. That pass play down to Austin Warren, that was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Austin that he caught it.
Yep.
That's just him being an athlete and making that play happen.
He's made several plays like that already this year. Austin's a real talent, there's no doubt about it.
All right, let's see how the Bulldogs line up. Well, he's got Rocca at quarterback. And it's a play for 2. It's their only chance, and it is snuffed.
Nothing. Yep. They read it the whole way.
They knew what was going to happen. And number 6, Chet Ewigawa, back in the backfield.
Yep.
Another play for Chet. His stats are going to look very, very good tonight.
Yep.
Now the new score with 8:36 left in your fourth quarter. John Pelisaga Catholic High School 6, Mount Dora Bobble 6.
Did Dylan throw the pass to the 5-yard line?
Looks like they're a little slow to update the scoreboard up there. Still got it 6-0. There they go.
We're going to take a commercial break, Trent.
Okay.
We're back for the kickoff. If you just tuned in, you missed most of the excitement in the last 8 or 10 minutes on the clock. Panthers score, then we score, and we try our little onside kick and covered right away by Taylor.
Yep, Taylor Casillo. That was a smart play, though. He just grabbed that and dropped right down. Yep.
Cassio recovered the onside kick for the Panthers.
Looks like they'll start around their own 49.
So that's good. That's good field position.
Yep.
So we'll see how that plays out.
Let's go, Bulldog fans. It's time for the 12th man to make some noise. Let's help this defense out.
There's a pass play, and he could not get the grip on it. That's Sam Lewis, that's the man that scored the touchdown earlier. And there's holding against the Panthers, so they're going back a few more yards. Lewis had that in his hands and wasn't able to hold on to it, but it wouldn't have mattered because it was coming back either way.
The offenses have really kind of imploded on themselves tonight. They've had some moments, but then one step forward, two steps back kind of thing.
Yep, holding.
After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 20 for the
So that's a 10-yard penalty from the line of scrimmage. Thus it's 1st and 20. Oh, he's wide open.
You found the little seam there.
Yep, and he was wide open.
Yeah. Looks like it's down to about the 37-yard line.
Moyle stood right in that pocket, straight up, and just looked right down that line and wide open. So that's 1st down. That made up all of the penalty and enough for a 1st down. So 38-yard line.
38-yard line will be 1st and 10 for the Panthers.
And that pass was almost caught.
Chandler Larson there was able to break it up.
Yeah. He didn't have enough possession to call it a fumble, so it was an incomplete pass.
Jordan McPherson on the coverage for the Bulldogs. It'll be 2nd down and 10 from the 38.
Wow. He stands in the pocket as good as any high school quarterback.
Yep.
And he had that ball just about where it needed to be caught. And Lewis just could not pick it up.
Yeah.
3rd and 10 for the Panthers.
So that brings up 3rd down and 10.
Yeah, Moyle's got an outstanding pocket presence, that's for
He sure does. And lately we have not been able to put any pressure on him, and now he's made a completion there to number 11, Frank Tracy.
Their offensive line has really rose to the occasion on this drive.
They sure have. And that is a 1st down.
Ball will be placed on the 25-yard line. It will be 1st and 10 for the Panthers.
Bulldogs are going to have to figure out a way to get in on him.
They've got to put some pressure on him one way or another. He's gone back to that no-back set, and we might be able to put the blitz on him again without that extra blocker back there. So here we go. It's 1st down, and the Panthers are on the move.
Looks like he's looking over the sideline for a possible change in play.
There we go. We're in there. But it's a screen play, and that's why we were in there. But I don't believe they made much more than the line of scrimmage.
Number 7, Sam Lewis on the catch for the Panthers for no gain. Tackle made by number 23, Jordan McPherson.
They really do. They have the makings of a great quarterback in Moyle. He even with 3 Bulldogs bearing down on him, he still had the presence to get the ball off to his player.
And if he's not going to throw it, he's going to run it. So he tries the right side, picks up 3 or 4 yards.
Number 14, Marshall Moyle on the carry for the Panthers.
The way they kind of hung up with each other there for a moment, I'm not so sure that wasn't a blown play that ended up working pretty well for the Panthers. I think Moyle had intended to hand that off, but the running back thought otherwise.
Yeah, Tracy was number 11, the running back, and I don't think he wanted it. Now that one, Moyle didn't even act like he was going to give it to anybody.
Chandler Larson on the tackle for the Bulldogs.
Chandler Larson gets in on that tackle.
It'll be a 1-yard loss. It'll be 4th and 4 for the Panthers.
So now 4th and 4. Well, haven't we seen their fake field goal tonight?
We sure have, yeah.
And
they're looking to the sidelines, trying to decide what they want to do, I guess. It looks like they're going to go for it.
It's that usual set. He's looking to pass. He doesn't see anybody. He takes it down, and he is going to get a first down.
Yep.
And more. So he held the defense by looking to pass, and then he just tucked it in and headed on out there for the first down.
Pass defense was good, but they didn't keep an eye on the quarterback, and he was able to scramble around the left side to get about 7-8 yards there.
And it's 1st and 10, 1st and goal, I should say, from the 10-yard line. So 4:35 remaining.
If the Bulldogs got a little trick in their hat, they better rabbit in their hat. They're going to want to pull that out now.
We want to step away for 1 minute. We're going to take a time. We're back. The Panthers have got the ball 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line. Moyle's in the backfield with 2 running backs. He gives it to Thomas. Thomas tries the right side, but the Bulldogs are there. I see Austin Warren coming up off the pile, along with John Grant, who's back in the game. Earlier he was out on the sideline with the paramedics, but he's back in the game.
It'll be 2nd and goal from the 10.
There's no gain on that play. Moyle has the ball. He's looking to pass, and it is intercepted. Joseph Aline is on his way. He's on his way. I don't think anybody can touch him. There is a flag. There is a flag on the play. There is a flag on the play. Joseph Aline scores, but there are 2 flags on the play. We'll see how that turns out.
Panthers are signaling like it's going to come back, and I wouldn't be surprised if that was in fact the case.
Let's just hope that the interception is real. Let's hope that the interception counts.
My guess is it is, and it's going to be on the return.
Nope, it's pass interference. They're showing pass interference on the original play. 3 flags down. So that'll be half the distance to the goal and an automatic first down. I
Boy,
think.
that'll knock the wind right out of your sails.
Yep. Well, that was the most exciting play of the night that didn't count.
I thought we were going to wrap it up right there. Austin Warren's on the sideline there shaking his head. I think he just realized we had a blown chance right there.
Yep.
On the return, we had a block in the back. After the penalty ball will be placed on the 10-yard line.
Oh,
First down,
I'm wrong.
Bulldogs.
Oh, yeah.
I'm absolutely wrong. That penalty was called
Block in the back, yeah, on the return.
as the return began. So it is Bulldog ball. So we apologize to everyone that was watching from the Bulldog side that thought Bulldogs didn't have the ball, and for our friends in Tallahassee, we basically didn't know what we were doing. I'm going to admit it, Trent, that we didn't know.
Honesty works best.
Well, yes, it does. So here we go. Bulldog ball. Dylan Rocca throws it out there. Ooh, and he just lets it loose. Chad Simmons, he had room to run.
He did, and I tell you what, the way that ball rolled off of his hands, he's lucky the defender didn't just take it,
just
take it away from him.
And take it right in. So let's see what we can do here. Less, almost 3 minutes, 3:13, I believe the clock says. So at the rate that both teams have been playing, 3:13 is not very much time.
It's not, and as deep in their own territory as they are, I'm not so sure that running the ball and forcing the Panthers to call a timeout may not be such a bad idea right now.
There's that same play, and
looks like Austin Warren.
I don't know, but we lost.
Yeah,
we lost yards on that play. Yeah, Austin Warren, he had nowhere to go. The defender was all over his ankles.
Yeah.
It'll be a 3-yard loss.
Yeah,
It'll be
third and 13.
Not sure what the Bulldogs is exactly going to do here if we get to fourth down with no definitive punter.
Yeah.
That close to the end zone, I imagine somebody's going to have to try to kick that ball.
Somebody's going to have to try to kick it.
Hopefully that becomes a moot point, though, here in a moment.
Let's see if we can't make 13 yards on this play. Oh, we might make 5 yards on this play. Let's see if that's encroachment.
Looks like Sam Devonish
stepped over.
Yep.
Nope. Guess what?
Oh.
We moved.
He moved because we moved.
Yep. We drew him offside. So there you go. Illegal procedure sets us back.
Excuse me, it's at the Bulldog 10.
Once again, we want to thank our major sponsor tonight, which is Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A is right near campus here, probably about 2 miles away, and we appreciate all their support, and we try to send them some business the best we can. So Chick-fil-A, we salute you tonight.
Looks like they thought they'd try a little Hail Mary there to Austin Warren, but it was just right outside of his reach. And I think a decision is going to need to be made because I believe this is fourth down now.
This is fourth down, under 2 minutes to play, and the Bulldogs need to do the best they can to get that ball out from near our own end zone because that is just dangerous.
The way they're walking up, though, they don't even look like they are going to punt it. Maybe they're going to do another one of those roll out and kick it.
Quick kick. Yep, there it is.
Yep.
Dylan Rocca. He gets it up there.
It took a Panthers bounce.
Yep, Panther bounce back to the 32-yard line. So it's going to be first down Panthers, 1:43 to play.
We are going to have ourselves a 2-minute drill.
Panthers will take over. It'll be first and 10 from the 31.
Now, I know for you folks at home, if that bass guitar sounds to you folks at home the way it sounds to us. You think the bass player is in the press box with us, but I'm telling you, he's 30 yards away. But it sounds in my ears exactly like he's standing right beside. That's Vincent Torres on bass tonight. Trent. All right, Moyle took a low snap.
Ooh, yeah, well, there's going to
be some holding there.
Yeah,
and
that's coming back.
And that pass play was intended out there for his usual receiver, I believe, number 7.
They're going to go back
Sam
10
Lewis.
yards. That was a pretty easy call for the officials. He practically tackled the Bulldogs
he took
player
him to
there.
the ground. So we're coming back. We're going to be home again next week. I think it's
Actually, I think it's 2 weeks out on the 28th.
Are you sure?
Not 100% sure, but I do believe that's the
now we're
case.
going to have to find a schedule and look it up. That's the chicken dinner schedule, so that's not going to help. But I think we're home next week. Here we go. He's throwing the long ball. It is broken up. We are lucky it was broken up. Number 8 got in there.
Yep, you're right.
We are home next week. Victory Christian. You may be without a job next week.
Yeah.
I think you and Coach Corder probably need to, I don't know, arm wrestle to see who has to do it.
Shoot out at 20 paces?
Or something. You arm wrestle and the loser has to come do the game with me. I think that would be fair. Coach Corder would have been with us tonight, but he's the volleyball coach, and they had or assistant volleyball coach, and they had a big tournament tonight. I think it's over because I see some of the girls are down in the stadium. Now that pass is incomplete. Brings
well,
up
hopefully I've been
down.
able to fill his shoes somewhat tonight.
Well, by the looks of your shoes, Trent, I believe you filled his shoe and half of another one of his shoes.
There you go.
So there you go. Just at a minute to go in regulation. We're not going to jinx anything and start the conversation about what's going to happen so we're just going to let this play out. Here we go. He's got him wide open, and we did not tackle. We did not tackle on that first touch, but we finally brought him down and
off the 28-yard line.
Almost back to the original line of scrimmage.
They're going to call a timeout. Yep.
They're calling,
Panthers
timeout. So they're not they're 3 or 4 yards back of the original line of scrimmage, and it's 4th down. All right, it's timeout, so we're going to take 1 minute timeout. We're back for the last 52 seconds of the regulation. It's 4th down. And let's see what Moyle has up his sleeve for this 4th down play. And I saw motion. He had one of his wide receivers went early. So that's a dead ball. So that's five yards. You can't refuse the play.
Yeah.
So it's 5 yards. And so now it's 4th and,
20 for the Panthers.
all right, Coach Hayes says 4th and 20, and we'll say 4th and 20 with him.
We'll go ahead and agree with him.
But we're not going to make it a habit.
No, we won't.
He's looking to throw, and just slightly overthrown Frank Tracy. It went through his hands.
Chandler Larson almost got him in a sack there.
Now, Trent, what can we Bulldogs do in 35.9 seconds?
At this point, I would try a pass on this first play. Might as well see what you can do. And if you don't think it's going to happen, just kneel it down and let's go to overtime.
All right, we're having to take a timeout for a water break, and there is an injured Panther on the field. So we're going to go to timeout. And we're back for the last 35.5 seconds of regulation. Another low snap. Rocca has it. He looks to throw. He had a man wide open, but he couldn't get it out to him. Joseph Aline was there. Aline would have picked up close to a first down if he would have made that reception. So little bit of time goes off the clock, a couple of seconds. So clock management, probably pass plays are going to be the best way to manage this last 35 seconds, 33 seconds. It's a tie score if you just tuned in. 6-6, regulation winding down. There's that pass out to Warren. He is loose, and he is still loose, and he is still loose, and he is close to the first down.
I think he got it.
Right out to the 50-yard line.
Bulldogs wisely called a timeout.
And the Bulldogs call timeout. Now, the director said we need to talk through this next timeout. Before we say much, let me just run down this list again. We're sponsored tonight by BTW, Chick-fil-A, our sponsor, Comcast, Xfinity, Cupcake Delights, DG Promotions, Far From Ordinary Graphic Design, Hi-Fi, Partner Marketing, Sports Frenzy, Zones Incorporated. We couldn't do it without the auspices of the FHSAA and Play on Sports. So we're here tonight because of all of those nice people who think that Bulldog football and Bulldog sports deserves to be out there so more fans can enjoy it. And I know we have people at home tonight that have no way in the world they could have come down here tonight. We have fans here in Mount Dora that are basically shut in, and I know they're enjoying this. We have fans up in Tallahassee that could not make the 5-hour bus trip down here. And so thank goodness for people like these sponsors that are willing to say, hey, high school football, it's worth it, and we're going to help put it on.
I agree.
Well, here we go. Rocca's back to throw. He heaves it up. He's looking for Warren. Warren's close to being there, but number 14.
Yeah, Marshall Moyle.
He's there.
Once again.
He's everywhere.
Yeah, he really is. He's something
everywhere.
else.
It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 50.
We lost about 4 seconds off the clock, but that's still that's good. That's good clock management.
It really is a smart thing at this point to do the deep passes, even if they picked it off, it'd be sort of like a punt.
That's true. Yeah. If they pick it off deep, that is like the punt. People are waving to us, Trent. People down in the stadium are waving.
We have a small minor fan club.
Yes. It seems to appear to be 2 people.
That's right, yeah.
All right, we got the last man on the field. Dylan's under pressure. He throws it up there. He's got number 7. It's Devin Simmons. Devin is ahead to the 35-yard line of the Panthers. It's first down, 7.9 seconds to go. The clock stops while we move the chains.
They're going to have to hurry because we do not have any timeouts.
We have nothing left. Yep. 7.37. We're under 6.5. I don't think we spike it in high school ball. We throw it up in the air. We hope somebody grabs it.
And
we hope it's not their guy. We need to go ahead and tackle him.
They need to tackle him. That's
There we go. I think they were looking around like, hey, the ball game's over.
Yeah.
But the ball game's not over.
So we're going to get some free play here.
All right. Well, it's time for overtime. And
I guess this is now where we do a little shout out to the crew behind the scenes.
Yes. Let's see who all we got back there tonight. We got our director, Doug Horton. We got our technician, James Pilgrim. On the switch box, we got Lauren. And I'll think of Lauren's last name before we leave tonight. Back here, we got Mike Waycaster, Lauren Chapman.
A man of many words, Mike Waycaster.
Yes. Over on camera, we got James Hallman on one camera, down on the other camera. Aaron Hadley, Billy McKinney on camera, and down on camera 1 is Chris Burgess. So it's good to have all these folks helping us tonight. We'd like to thank Jason Waller for basically staying out of our way tonight. We appreciate that.
Looks like he's doing a little video footage himself this evening.
Running a little footage for the team. It's good to have the band out, and you know, Trent and I know that our band director, Mr. Doug Yop, had to have quadruple bypass surgery this summer, and he is back at work and got the band on track to be able to perform at their October festival. So it's good to have him back, and he's looking as healthy as he's looked in a long time.
Yeah. May be a little biased in this statement, but I dare say that Mount Dora Bible has got as fine of a band as any high school in the state.
For our size, we have a great band.
Yeah.
And Doug does a good job.
Little shout out too to our grounds crew and our maintenance crew. They were able to put together another one of these decks for us to do some filming tonight, and to our grounds crew who was able to put up a little tent for us. So when it was raining a little earlier, we didn't have wet equipment.
And I got with Coach Todd today and asked him, could we have a tent? And he got on the phone right that second, and I don't know where this tent came from, but it came in handy because
yes, it did.
We got a little bit of sprinkles, and we would have had to cover up this equipment if we hadn't had this tent.
Yep.
We sure invite all of y'all to come visit us over here at Mount Dora Christian Home and Bible School. If you're looking for a place to send your kids to school, we're pre-K through 12. We have about 670 students this year, and we are looking for more students that are interested in a Christian education.
If you have any interest in the school, just call 352-383-2155 and ask for Natalie Yon. She's our Director of Admissions.
Natalie Yon, Y-A-W-N, and ask her what you can do to come and visit our school.
At any point, yes.
Our mission statement is educating
for life and eternity.
Life and eternity.
Yep.
And so we try to stick to that day by day. Every day of the week we hold a chapel service where we pray, sing, have a lesson from God's Word, and that is an integral part of our school. That's something that sets us apart from every other school that's not a Christian-based school. So we would welcome you to come and visit our campus. Give us a call. Visit our website, chbs.org, which most of y'all must have figured that out anyway since you're watching this.
That's right.
This broadcast. There's lots of things on that website besides just athletics, so please take a tour of that.
If you're familiar with our website but not so familiar with the Play on Sports website, which is where we're running this video feed, if you go to chbs.org and across the top you'll see a menu. You just click on the athletics button, and down at the bottom you'll see an option for Bulldogs TV. That'll take you in, and you'll be able to see upcoming games that'll be listed, and catch up live feeds and on-demand videos from past games.
The officials are beginning to set up for the overtime. It's they call this a Kansas style overtime. Kansas.
I'm not sure.
Style. Somebody will email in and tell us. I think we should give Mike Waycaster's email for any problems anybody has with the broadcast. Any of the announcer problems tonight, I believe Mike Waycaster.
We'll just direct those to him.
Direct those to him. He'll handle all that.
The downside to that, though, is I work for him, and I may end up getting stuck doing that.
There you go. So we get the first try at this. Basically, we have 4 downs to try to score, and right away we have a false start. So we get 4 downs to try to score. If we score or not, it doesn't matter. The other team gets the ball for 4 downs. And we keep doing this back and forth until somebody wins this game. And I say we keep doing it. I don't know if there's a limit to it or not. But we were the first team to take the ball. And generally speaking, you prefer to be the second team.
Yep.
But tonight, I don't think the kicking game is not going to play on this. Both teams are going to have to put it in the end zone to score. The extra points, as far as running it in for 2, that could play a part in this. So we have 4 downs.
We had a little mix-up there on offense.
Yep. Walmsley ended up with it, but he lost yardage on it. So that brings up 2nd down, because remember we repeated 1st down because of the penalty.
Dylan turned to his left, and the running back was not there.
Yeah, he was nowhere to be found.
Second goal from the 19.
Now, if we do not score on our possessions and they score on their possessions, the game's over. Game will be over. So, and
no clock to worry about. Obviously,
there's no clock, and if they score, if we don't score and they score, there won't be any extra point or anything. It'll just be 6 points, and game is over. So here's our 2nd down play. Rocca is slipped, but he was under so much pressure from number 20, David Maha, that he tried to step ahead and just slipped down. So now that brings up 3rd down, and we've worked our way all the way back out to the 25.
Yeah.
It'll be 3rd and goal for the Bulldogs.
And again, Coach Hayes disagreeing with us a little bit. He thinks we're at the 26. We say the 25. He may be right, though.
Now that I'm looking at it, he may be right. He may be right. Let's see what we can do. Rocca with the ball. He heaves it up there, and it is intercepted. Now, this ball is live, so hopefully the Bulldogs understand that. And now the Panthers will get their 4 downs.
Defense is really going to have to stand tall here. See if we can force this into a 2nd overtime.
Pass is intercepted by the Panthers. That'll be 1st and 10 for the Panthers.
All right. Well, somebody must have earned another timeout because we're going to take it. So we are going to take a 1-minute timeout. Or we do it again.
We're back here.
Way up the hill.
Snap over the head of Moyle.
And Moyle just has to fall on it, and we thought we were in trouble at the 26-yard line. They're back to the 30-yard line.
Yep, sure is.
Ball is snapped over the quarterback's head and recovered. Number 14, Marshall Moyle at the 30-yard line.
You know that they practice for this overtime, but you know they don't spend hour upon hour on it. And you get out here and you're nervous because it's game.
Yep.
It's game, but something's just not normal about it. And so they're nervous, big snap over his head. And here we go, second down in a bunch. Moyle rolls to his right. He sees a man
that was a push.
And is almost intercepted.
Tell you, the ref missed one there, a little push in the back from the Panthers on the Bulldogs, but they didn't throw the flag.
It'll be third down from the 30.
Well, Panthers come up to the ball. It's third down, and they have to go to the goal. There's no first down, so they have to go to the goal. Third down. He's looking to pass. It's up. He's looking for number 6. And, it was broken up, but it was almost broken up right into the hands of Chet Iwagawa.
Yeah. I think he realized there was a potential for the Bulldogs to intercept that. He did a little small push in the back there on I think Austin Warren there. Russ didn't catch that one.
Also defending on the play,
fourth down.
Dylan Rocca.
Now in this overtime
fourth down from the 30.
scheme, if Panthers do not score, we play 2 more sets. We play a set, they play a set.
I believe they would start with the ball, though, to start
the second
next
time?
Yeah.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
All right, he's looking to the end zone. He's got nobody there but us.
Austin Warren with the interception.
And that's a touchback, which I don't think means anything at this point. So they're going to have to do it again since nobody scored.
Looks like both teams are heading over to the sideline to gather themselves for the next round.
The good news for us, Trent, is it's 10 minutes till 10, and at 10 o'clock, overtime, baby.
Yep.
We're going to start collecting some overtime at 10 o'clock, so let's see if we can't keep this thing rolling.
The director, Doug Horton.
Sunflower seeds, salted, lightly salted.
Yep.
And so there we go. So I'm good.
You don't have to worry about high blood pressure because they're lightly salted. Yep. He just gave me one also. All right. I'm not sure the listener would appreciate us chomping on those things, while we're calling the game.
We'll save them for later. Well, some of that humidity is finally
breaking a little.
Breaking. I can feel a little coolness in the air, but boy, that first hour or so tonight, the humidity was unbelievable. but we dodged the rain, basically. We had some sprinkles, but we dodged it. So we're going to go down and try, see if somebody can score on the other end of the field for overtime number 2. And I see some of the hardcore fans are going to follow the team down to the other end of the field. And you are correct, Trent, that this time the Panthers will get the first 4 chances. And viewers, if you're not familiar with this format, you have to understand the second person with the ball has the advantage. The second team with the ball has the advantage. So this time,
they know what they have to work with.
The Panthers picked up maybe a foot on that. So it's second and goal to go. Moyle's going to take it right up the gut, and he gets nothing. He gets absolutely nothing. So that's going to bring up third down.
On the tackle for the Bulldogs. Number 14, Marshall Moyle on the carry. He'll be 2-yard gain. It'll be third down from the 6.
Moyle hands off to number 6. He's still on his feet.
I think they got in. Yep.
And he scored. Chet Ewagawa takes it in.
We had a chance there with a missed tackle, though. They couldn't quite get him down.
When we missed that first contact, he was gone after that. So that's 6 points. They do have the opportunity for the point after, and we'll see how they play that.
With the injury to our kicker, I think they might be wise to go ahead and line up to take that kick, but it's not looking like they're going to do that.
Nope, looks like they're going to go for 2. He takes it right up the middle. And
I think he got it.
And he got nowhere.
Nope, he did not get it.
Nope, he got nowhere. So it's going to be 12-6. And the Bulldogs get their opportunity.
Chandler Larson's coming off holding his wrist there. Or looks like he's holding his wrist. Maybe not.
Yeah.
Little stinger maybe. Yeah. Well, this is the moment of truth. The Bulldogs need to make something happen here.
Yep, four opportunities to make something happen. First and goal. See if the Bulldogs can put it in the end zone. Dylan keeps it.
I think he did.
I think he scored.
Yep, he did. First play.
Dylan Rocco scores on the first play. It's a tie ball game, 12-12, and the point after to come.
And matter of fact, if we score here, it's it.
If we score this point after, it is a ball game. So right now we're sitting on 12-12. And there's an injury.
Looks like it's a Bulldog player down.
Yep.
Can't tell which one it is.
James, can we take a 1-minute timeout, please? Thank you. We're back. We had another injury on the Bulldogs side. Looks like
taking a timeout. Another timeout here.
Dylan
Yeah.
injured on that touchdown run. He's limping. Davis is helping him off the field. Well, they're taking a timeout here to decide how they're going to handle this point after. And this is another one of those situations. This is situational coaching. So Coach Cochran has got something in his playbook for just this situation. So we'll see how they line it up. Are we going to go for two? Looks like we're coming in with quarterback, our third quarterback.
Bulldog players are trying to get the crowd fired up behind them, which won't be very hard to do.
So we're going to let Parrish take the snap. It's for two. He bumps off Walmsley. He tries to get his way in.
Not quite there.
Not quite there. He stopped short. So guess what? It's tied ball game.
Overtime number 3.
And here comes overtime number 3.
The 2-point conversion for the Bulldogs is no good. A new score after a second overtime.
12-12.
Catholic High School 12. Mount Dora Bible 12.
So at the end of 2 overtimes, Mount Dora Bulldogs 12 points and John Paul II Catholic High School also 12 points. We will regroup. I believe the officials will carry the ball back down to the other end of the field, and now this time Bulldogs have to go first. So this time Bulldogs go first.
I'm not sure here what the exact high school rules are in this, but I know in college at this point they would start forcing the teams to go for 2. But I'm not so sure that really matters because neither team really, like you said, has been using the kicking game tonight.
In the college game, don't they start it on the 20-yard line or the 25-yard line?
25, and then come the third overtime, they make them go for 2.
So we're going to line it up. Bulldogs have the first shot at it. Dylan is not able to get back in the game, so we're going to have to play this with Parrish at quarterback. He'll have Walmsley back there with him.
Ball will be placed on the 10-yard line. First down, Bulldogs.
Looks like the Panthers had a little confusion on who was going to come off the field there.
So let's see how we play this. We have 4 downs again.
Yep.
Parrish has the ball. He's up ahead. He's down near the 2 or 3 yard line. Let's see where he puts it. He's going to put it on the 4. I was hoping for the 3. So we're down to the 4 yard line.
Seems in the overtime that neither team has chosen to throw the ball. They're trying to stick with what works.
And they're trying to be safe. They're trying not to do anything that's going to cause a turnover if they can help it. Parrish is brought down by his jersey.
Yeah, that was a good tackle there, and I think that was once again Chet Iwagawa.
There he is, both sides of the ball.
Yeah. I dare say he's probably, arguably, along with Marshall Moyle, been their players of the game so far.
If we had to say players of the game for them, we're going to say those 2 players.
Yep.
If I had to name Bulldog players of the game, I'm going to have to say Austin Warren for that catch because we would have never scored if he hadn't have made that catch. And then I'm going to have to say Joseph Aline for defense because he broke up quite a few passes.
Yeah. Before he went out, Christian Stone was doing pretty good too.
He was. He was having a great game.
They sniffing that play out, but he got away from it.
He's going to heave it. And there he is, wide open. It's a touchdown.
That was a great play.
Nobody thought he was going to throw that ball. Caleb Parrish out there to number 9.
Austin Warren
again.
Yeah, another touchdown.
Another touchdown. So now we're looking at 18
to 12.
To 12.
Yeah, he rolled out left and brought the entire Panther defense up, and no one saw Austin Warren. He was alone in the corner of the end zone there, wide open.
Nobody thought it was a pass play, including me and you.
Yep, that's right.
I thought he was just going to be down at the 5-yard line. So great look by Caleb to just look up there, see Austin, and put it in a catchable place.
Yep.
Well,
we'll see what the Bulldogs are going to do here.
If this 2-point conversion, we really need it. Let's see what we can do. He's going to try the same thing. Unfortunately,
he got picked off.
So now, no points scored there. So now we're on 18-12.
And once again, we're down to the possibility of the last 4 plays.
Yep.
And now with your new score, Mount Dora Bible 18. John Paul II Catholic High School 12.
Both teams are regrouping here.
John Grant was running off the field, and the defensive captain screamed his name and said, "Get back out here."
Oh, I missed that.
So he turned around and headed back out there.
Bulldogs called a timeout.
Yeah, they want to sort it out.
Coach Cochran realized that they weren't quite set up the way they needed to be.
So Bulldogs take a timeout. Can we take a 1-minute timeout? We'll be back. All right, we're back. And it's Panther ball, 1st and 10. Bulldogs are ahead 18-12 here in the 3rd overtime. Oh, another high snap. Moyle throws it to the corner of the end zone, and he is out of bounds. He has no play there. We have another Bulldog injured, and that's number 4, Chandler Larson. He had been favoring that wrist earlier, and I see him grabbing it right now. So Chandler Larson down on the field. Well, as we look,
I'm starting to think maybe it was a cramp too, because I can see the trainer massaging his thigh.
Yeah.
His calf. Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see if that's what it is. Well, we're going to look forward 1 week. Victory Christian's coming up here to Mount Dora next Friday night. If all of our technology holds out, we will be live from Bulldog Stadium again next Friday night. And then we're going to go on the road. We're going to go on the road after that. And I'm going to try to tell you what's going to happen. So Victory Christian at home next week. Then the 28th, we're away at Foundation Academy. October 5th, we go up to Santa Fe Catholic. October 19th, we come back home for Agape Christian, and then we finish out the season with Orlando Christian Prep, Lake Mary Prep away, and then finally the last game of the season, November 9th, All Saints Academy is coming home. So live broadcast here from Bulldog Stadium. We're hoping to broadcast September 21st, Victory Christian, October 19th, Agape Christian, and then that last home game, November 9th, All Saints Academy. So we're looking forward to being with you those nights.
It looks like Chandler did, in fact, have a little bit of a cramp. He's kind of limping there as they're helping getting him off the field.
It's still hurting him. He's hurting. Those things hurt. All right. When we put this in play, it's going to be second down. And why are we being penalized?
Participation on the Bulldogs.
Illegal participation. We sent 12 guys out there. That's a mental error there.
Yeah, that really was.
So here we go. He's passing. He's looking.
He's wide open.
He's wide open. He jumped. He had the ball in his hands, and he could not bring it down.
Pass intended for number 6, Chet Iguala, is complete. It'll be third down from the 5.
It's been pretty much hit or miss tonight with the Panther wide receivers. They made some great plays, or sometimes they've just dropped some ones that you swear were real, just right there.
It's third down. He's looking.
He was looking to he turned and looked to the end zone before he brought it in.
He was looking to Chet again, and Chet let it go. So that's fourth down. This is it.
Yep.
Trent, if the Bulldogs can hold them, and they're trying to get this crowd fired up. So let's see if we can hold them one more time. But first, we're going to take a timeout. I think every time you start the next overtime, both teams get another timeout. So that's what's keeping this thing going. We're going to step away for 1 minute. This could be the last play of the night, Trent.
Yep.
So let's see.
Got the fans here all up on their feet. Everybody's recognizing this key moment in the game.
So here we go. Moyle, you know it's in his hands. They're going to put it in his hands now. Is he going to pass?
They're looking like they may be calling a timeout now.
And they are going to call another timeout. They had another one we didn't know.
I think that they looked at the Bulldogs' alignment, and I guess they decided that that was not conducive to what they were wanting to run.
Usually you would think that the defense would try to call a timeout to throw the offense off, but I'm not so sure that the offense here didn't call a timeout to try to calm this crowd down, try to calm these Bulldogs down. So we'll see what it is. We're going to have to wait another another minute. And we are, look at that, 10-15. We are way into overtime.
Yes.
Forget about overtime on the field. I'm talking about you and I are way into overtime, and I'm not sure 2 bags of salted sunflower seeds is really going to cover what we're worth.
We'll have to talk to the administration about renewing the contract with a few more perks.
Well,
huh?
I'm going to tell you, we're on bag and a half now. Here we go. Here we go. This could be it. I don't see anything different about their lineup. They've got Moyle right back there by himself. Let's see how they're going to call it.
He's looking to sideline again.
And it's another timeout.
I guess the coaches wanted to see what the Bulldogs, how they would line up into this game and in this play, and see what they can do to adjust.
Some of the crowd's looking up here wanting to know how many
they wanted.
Well, here's the thing, Trent. If you have a timeout,
might as well use it.
You might as well use it because you can't use it next week.
That's right.
It's only going to be used now. So he's trying to play. I'm telling you, he's trying to play mind games with us here.
Yeah.
And he's doing everything he can. So as a coach, I say to him, yes, Coach, you're doing everything that you can to win this game. And if it's calling however many timeouts you have left, then you do it. Here we go, one more time. This could be the last play. And I can't believe they have any more timeouts left.
Yeah, I think that was it.
So here we go, Moyle back in at quarterback, 4 wideouts, man in motion. Here comes Lewis. Moyle's going to try to take it in himself.
They got him.
And they have him. This game
is
over. This
Bulldogs
game is
win.
over. Mount Dora Bulldogs pull off.
They're storming the field, the football players
a great
are.
Win, 18-12, triple overtime. Triple overtime.
Yeah.
What a great win. What a great win for Mount Dora Bulldogs.
I think somebody's about to get a Gatorade bath. We can see some. Here it comes.
Here it is.
Yep.
Here it is. Bulldogs
they got
go to 3-0. Got Victory Christian next week.
Yep.
We're looking good. If we can get some of these injuries taken care of through the week, we'll be ready to play ball next week. What a
This is an exciting
what a great game. I tell you what,
was.
let's tell the truth. It was not exciting
in the first
for 3
half.
quarters.
Yeah, no, it really
was not
wasn't.
exciting. And then things started to happen. And I tell you what, overtime, 3 overtimes, wow.
Yeah. Now the players are lining up to shake hands. And you get kudos to
everyone.
John Paul.
Everyone.
They
John
did
Paul II. You folks back in Tallahassee, we enjoyed having you guys down here. And I tell you what, this game, it could have went either way.
Yeah,
either way.
It really could have.
Defense on both sides. When the offense had to do something, both of them did it, and it just came down to one play. Panthers pulled every trick they could to try to make it happen, and Bulldogs held. So there you go. And you know what? He put it in the hands of exactly who should have had it.
Yeah.
Moyle should have had the ball. I mean, there's no doubt about that. Nobody's going to second guess that. I'm not second guessing that. He put it right in the correct man's hands. What a great quarterback.
Yeah, he really is.
Congratulations to the Panthers, their coaches, their players. We had a couple of little dust-ups tonight, but it was nothing really.
Yeah.
And
teams have come together, I think,
nice,
here, doing some hugging.
Yep, a nice, clean.
I'm going to say a prayer here after
play,
the game.
and they're all going to take a knee and have a prayer. So we're going to try to wrap it up here pretty quick. And I don't know, did our director leave? Did he go home? Oh, now we
have ourselves a new director here, James Pilgrim.
We promoted James Pilgrim to director.
He's kicked out Mike Waycaster and Doug Horton and said he's going to take over here.
So we're going to power down. Well,
Alrighty.
let's just say good night
thanks for listening and watching, and everybody have a good evening.
We appreciate it. Or do we need to go some more? We're going to bring Coach up here?
Yeah,
well,
I guess
awesome.
they're looking to try to possibly bring the coach up here.
We're not going to go anywhere then. We're going to stay with you.
Yeah. Okay, I think what we're going to end up doing here then is just calling it a night. Looks like the two teams are together, and we wish everybody a good evening.
Yep.
And
on
take care.
behalf of Bulldog TV, I'm Kerry Dillinger. Beside Trent Payne tonight, Mount Dora's own T-Payne. You don't have to go to Tallahassee for T-Payne. We got him right here. Good night, everybody.
Take care.
Come and see what we're all about.
Come and see what we're all about.
Come and see what we're all about.
Christian Home and Bible School was started in 1945. This is a place that helps children grow academically, socially, and spiritually.
We are actually located in the heart of downtown Mount Dora, in beautiful rolling hills, whispering pine trees. And once you've had an opportunity to see our beautiful 70-acre campus and what we do here with our students, I think you will be very impressed.
Our mission is to educate for life and eternity, as we want to prepare our kids for the very best opportunities that life has to offer.
We currently have 640 students here, starting in pre-K at 2 years of age, all the way through 12th grade.
Our makeup is really diverse. We have 5 different countries represented, over 14 different religious backgrounds. If you're looking for a place that's going to nurture you, that's going to help you grow, that's going to bring you to heights you've never expected, this is the right place.
Come for a tour of our beautiful 70-acre campus and let me show you what Christian Home and Bible School is all about.
Come and see what we're all about.
Come and see what we're all about.
Come see us today. You'll love it.